Lot 665, ladies and gentlemen, a 3D printed sequential discovery puzzle box in the shape of an organ. This item discovered in the vaults of the theater, still in working order, shown here. May I start the bid at 20 francs? 15 then. 15 I am bid. Sold for 30 francs to the Dr. de Hitchcock. Thank you, sir. All right, everyone, time to solve another of Benno's puzzles. This one's called the organ. So this is one of several Benno boxes that we have solved. However, as of late, Benno has been exploring working in the medium of 3D printed materials. And so this is one of his first purely 3D printed puzzles that we are going to solve together today. So you can see here we are in the shape of an organ. There are a few things that move around, so you can see that right here, just by moving it, we can see that there's a piece there that moves. We have these little pipes, these 3D printed pipes. We can see here the really cool keyboard, which frankly is a really nice print. I'm not sure it is 3D printed because you can see the little lines in the keys, but it's actually a pretty clean print. Then we have the little stoppers for the organ. We have the little pedals for the organ, and then the speakers for the organ, which you can find them on the side as well. Some of the speakers move. Some of them actually are like spring-loaded buttons like this one. And then we have little decorations, bobs and knobs and such. Then on the back, more speakers, a little panel that looks like it might open, who knows? And then a little button there. So now we're about to get into the solve, which means there are spoilers ahead. So if you don't want to know how it's solved, then you need to click away now. You have been warned. As I said, you can see that there is some movement here, which by looking at that piece, how it goes all the way through, and then you can see kind of through here the movement of the piece through there. So it's some sort of like burr type of situation or maze type of situation. You can see through this grate here, you can see that there's some lines in like a copper painted that move. And so I'm wondering whether or not either we need to remove this back piece, which looks like it's possible because you can see there's like a little dovetail cut out there and there, and then it goes all the way down here. And then there's this little button that can be depressed here, although it can't be depressed enough to get this off. So I'm thinking we might need to find a way to get this off before we can solve this part of it. All right, and so there's these buttons here on the sides. So I'm not sure what they do. Well, apparently they make, let's see if this one does it. Okay, it makes these pipes move down a little bit. Let's see if I push them again, it just keeps, now they're depressed in, both of those. So I wonder if I can, oh yeah, so see if I push up, it goes back. So let me push them down just for the heck of it for now. And then there's additional buttons that push on the side here as well. So all these buttons push, they're spring loaded. I don't know, the only ones that I think do anything right now are these top ones here that stay pressed in. So we'll have to figure out what they do. The rest of these don't push. Now this one right here, this wiggles a little bit, where this one doesn't move at all. So some of them, I think, like right here, this one wiggles a lot, and then I can feel on the back here, this wiggles with it. So it might be that this is one piece as well. So I don't know if that feeds into this possible burr or maze type of thing. Okay, so I can see that there's like a little cutout here. So, and you can see that it's cut out here on top here. So I'm thinking this probably lifts out. Oh, yep, it does. All right, so this comes out. So this was like that, and now it comes out like that. Now, what this is used for, I don't know. There are magnets on it, so it could be that it's used for something. Hear that? There's something in there that's magnetic. I don't know if we need this to get it out. All right, so we'll just set that aside for now. What do we think this means? This X and then like this 8. Does it mean anything? Could it be a red herring, or is it mean something about what we need to do? So I also am finding out that these little decorations on top when you start moving these pieces on the side around, you can see that the top starts to come up. And I think basically that's part of this like little maze or burr type thing. And so I don't want to play around with it too much because I'm afraid I'll mess it up when I'm trying to. So I think I do need to get this back cover off first. I just need to find a way to get this button to press in. So I'm wondering whether it's a orientation thing or whether there's another, maybe I have to push some of these buttons. I don't know how I did it, but somehow I've pushed that in. And so before it comes back up, I'm gonna pull this off. See, now that button pushes down. I'm not exactly sure how I did it, but I pushed both of these in while I was at a certain orientation, and it seems to continue. Now it's stuck again, so it must be some sort of orientation thing. Let me see if I can figure it out. So I don't know if I need to figure that mechanism out quite yet, but at least I was able to get this off. I don't know if I need that for anything else, so I'll set it up here with this other piece. And now we can see these lines here, and so it is quite plain that this is some sort of maze, that we have to use these two pieces and then this piece and probably this piece, like this bottom piece wiggles here too. So it's likely we have to use this third piece, this top piece here, and then these two pieces to navigate this maze here. And then there's a little circle in the middle that you can see that the pieces run right through. So it's likely that when we figure out this maze in some way, that it opens up some sort of hole there or something. And there's another hole here, so I don't know if they're related. And then there's these stars. I don't know if those are related either. There's 4 stars. Anyhow, let's just see if we can figure this out. So I'm assuming that this is the start of the maze here, this line here. And then this is the start of the maze as well, maybe for the different pieces or something like that. Maybe for this bottom piece and this top piece, so. Okay. So right now you can see there are these little balls at the end of the maze here. The other side is, let me see if I can get back to the other side, is right there. So I think we have to get from the ball side of it to the non-ball side of it. So let's see, if I start here and I move over 1, because I can't go any further, but then I can go up. So if I can go up on this one, but I cannot go up on that one. Let me see. So then if I push this again, see it hits the other side there. I should be able to go down. I can go down 1 little notch, and then I should be able to go over again. See, and then now I should be able to pull this up a couple notches. See there? And now I should, whoops. Now I should be able to move this over quite a bit. See, all the way to there. Move it up again. Yep, I think this is correct. And then move over 1, down, over, up, over. Okay, so we made it to the end of that, but what does that mean? Okay. So we're basically trying to solve both simultaneously. So by solving this once, we've now gotten this over to this side here. We can go up 1 on that side. And so I think we have to basically get to the end on that one by doing this one over and over. So let's see if that's correct. So now I'm up 1, I can go over, down, up. Yeah, so see, basically, I think this is just a pattern that we have to solve. And then see, now we can go up again, so we should be able to pull that up. Oh, maybe not. So now we have to also figure out this part here, I guess. Wow, so we got to do it all at the same time. This one is up 1, so I guess that means we're here. And so then we can move it over. See, now we can go up again, move it over. Okay, so we got to kind of do both at the same time. That's going to be complicated. Just so you know, I just noticed here that, see this little hole here? So basically here, this hole, I can see that when I move this piece from here to the end, where the ball is, that this black part clears that half of the hole. And I think once I get this to the ball to the middle, it'll do the same thing. So let me finish this up. There we go. Yep. And so I don't know if you guys can see it, but when I see it's blocked there, and then when I pull these to that kind of finished state, there's an opening there. I don't know what that means. Nothing's coming out of it. So anyhow, I think that does feed into this somehow. There's 4 stars, there's 4, we got to the end of the maze 4 times. So, oh, and this is unlocked again somehow. So let's see what we need to do. All right, so I was driving myself crazy trying to figure this part out, but I had to ask a hint from Benno because I was doing this maze over and over trying to figure out what to do next. I couldn't get anything else to do anything. So he finally told me that this is the one part of the puzzle he probably would change if he could by putting an arrow or something somewhere. But what I found out, what he told me was that this bottom slider here is connected to a hidden panel. And so what I figured is it was one of these things that are wiggly. Like this is wiggly here and it's wiggly the whole way through. This other panel here is a little wiggly. So basically, as I was kind of going back and forth, I found out that when I push, most of the time, this bottom slider is either in the middle or over there. But if you push it over here, it actually makes it to where this opens up and then this little compartment opens here. See there? And then out comes these 4 magnets. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the magnets are for, but I know that they stick to the sliders here. So I think it has something to do with the way that something we have to solve here. I don't know. All right, so now we are where it's completely open there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I see those balls go exactly where those balls at the end of the magnet or the end of the thing go. The only thing I can think is that those magnets actually help to keep the pieces from moving. Other than that, I'm not sure what they do. Oh! So I was just fooling around trying to figure something out, and I put the ball bearing on this magnet here, and when I went to get the ball back off, it pulled out a pin, a sneaky little pin, which I think we can use. Let's see if I can put it in here maybe. Oh, wait a second. There we go. All right, so I can put it in there, but it doesn't really do anything. Let's see if I put it another way. Oh! All right, so now it's kind of stuck in there. Let's pull it back out. I think we might need 2 magnets to get this to push this out, whatever is hidden in there. Maybe if we put it in this hole. Ah, look at that. Okay, so now we can open this drawer. Okay, so this drawer came out, but there's nothing in it. So I guess if you want to store a secret in there for somebody else, that's a nice little compartment to do it. There's a little bit of a tab there. I don't know if that does anything. Let's see. So you can see that there's a black wall there, and there's not a black wall there, so I'm wondering if... Yep, there we go. Ah, so this little compartment comes out, and then we have another peg or magnet there. So now we have a larger magnet that I think we should be able to stick, well, make sure that they're all the way out, push into there and see what happens. Oh, nothing. I'm putting, oh my goodness, the magnets are all getting each other. Let's see. Everything seems to be in the right place, but I must need to do something else because I'm pushing and it seems like I should be able to push this out, but it's not coming out. So I think it's something with these buttons I got to do. So these come up and down with this, but I don't know if I have to do something with these because it seems like There's some sort of separation there. I don't know if you can see that, but I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do, if anything, with this part here. Oh! What did I do? So there's notches in it, but what did I do? How did I get that out? So all I had to do was push these bottom ones in and I can pull this out? Was that like that the whole time? Oh, because that magnet was in there was keeping me from getting it out before. Not that I was new to do it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this means... Oh, I get it now. These are arrows pointing out and in. And so for the bottom ones, you have to push them in, but the top ones, they have to be out. So if I had... Let me see. Let me make sure that's the case. So if I had kept these pushed in, these two here that stay in, and push these bottom ones, I can't get it out. But if I release the top one, push the bottom ones in, now I can get it out. Ah, okay, so that did mean something the whole time. All right. Well, now I bet you anything that this is open, and we can push it open from the back there. Here we go. And let's see. And then we have the prize. Our little musical note. Our golden note. All right. So that was fun, guys. I don't know. Other than that one little step that I couldn't figure out because there just was no indication that it was a thing that I had to get a hint for, everything else was a lot of fun, seemed straightforward. So let's reset it and we'll talk about it. Hey, okay, so while I was resetting this, I decided in this little chamber here, I'm going to go ahead and leave a note. So the next person who solves this gets a note from me. Okay, and so there it is. That is the Reset Organ Puzzle by Benno de Grote. And I still don't understand exactly what makes this button push in. So if you know you've solved this puzzle and you know what kind of mechanism of action actually pushes that button in consistently rather than pure luck as I've been getting it myself, please comment below, let us know. This was a lot of fun to solve. It was a little bit frustrating in some aspects, but once you get past certain points, it becomes extremely fun to solve. So that one little critique would be the one place that Benno already admits that one step that we've already covered. So other than that, for the price point that this falls at, I think this is a great puzzle and you should definitely pick one up if you can at BennoBoxes.com. But if you can't pick one up or you don't want to for any reason, I hope you at least enjoyed solving it through my eyes. So until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye for now.